Okay, my lovelies, so this is the second tip that I have for you on using the Cricut. We're just going to go right into it because the first video was way too long. Just waiting here for this to pop up. Got this coming up. Let's do this. We're going to start a brand new project. I just clicked on it. See, it doesn't pay attention to me. Okay, so we're still in the theme of printing on Cricut and not just doing cutting images, because that's really pretty much what I use my Cricut for. So any tips that I have will most likely be about printing, but you can ask me anything else if you'd like to. Okay, so we're gonna look for a flamingo. Whoops, I can't spell apparently. A flamingo. There we go. So we're going to search for a flamingo. And I want just a regular cut file. So we're just going to go through this. This one's perfect. Here we go. I'm going to show you Miss Ively's secret. It's really not a secret. I mean, most of you know that I do have the Cricut machine for a while now. So, okay. So, as I mentioned in the previous video, you can tell that this is a cut image because it has the outline. It will look like this with soft lines. Obviously it'll tell you in the previous screen when you're searching for your images whether it's a print file or not. So just so you can see the difference, see how nice and pretty it looks. It's so cute. Alright, so let me just delete this one. We are going to print this one. Now let me just go back and make it a cut file. You know it's a cut file because right up here where the line type, it'll tell you it's cut. And again, this square is where you can choose the different colors and whatnot. Now, when you go to the fill section here, the drop down menu, and you click print, this little box will get transferred over to this side, and this is where you choose your color. This is where the fun really happens. I love this part of Cricut, even though the format of this box is not good. It's way too tiny, but I digress. Anyway, so this is why my die cuts are so different that you wouldn't normally see them. First of all, they're obviously not in stores because I'm the one creating it, right? Okay, besides that. But this is how I make it very unique. I upload my own patterns onto Cricut, which you can do as well. So instead of just doing a regular color, I go into pattern. Now Cricut actually offers you free patterns. It's a lot, but not as much, but you can still manipulate those patterns. Alright, so let's see what I want this beautiful flamingo to be. So I'm going to go into filter. I'm going to click my patterns up here and then choose the color scheme. I want to do pink because I love working with pink, so I have tons of those. Alright, so there's some that I really honestly don't want to show because these are things that I'm saving for a brand new collection. But you can pretty much see what I have here more or less. You know, there's nothing wrong with sharing. I mean, the one thing I love about the crafting community is that everyone wants to see everyone succeed. How beautiful is that? That everyone wants to see everyone have the opportunity to be as creative as they possibly can be. You ladies offer each other so many tips and ideas, and you tell each other what types of materials you use. It's amazing. I love that. I've learned so much from so many of you. I was gonna say I try to save it. Now it sounded like some retarded word. I'm such an idiot, I swear. I promised that I would work on saying I try to save it sound. I made it sound worse. Let's go with this one. I believe this is the polka dot. See why I don't like this screen? The previous format that Cricut had was so much better. It was way bigger and it used to be on this side. This is way too tiny. I have sent them so many suggestions and requests to change that, but they haven't done it. Okay, so I'm going to show you something. See how beautiful this polka dot is? Okay. There's a little something that happens sometimes with your uploaded patterns, depending on the size of the file, will determine whether or not it fills it seamlessly. And what I mean by that is sometimes the file is way too, let me just show you something. Try to explain that to you. I don't think I'm explaining well. Let me try the dog. All right, let's just try the dog. Sometimes the file, you see how it shows up? So this here, it shows you the full picture of the dog, right? And I'll explain to you something here. Let me pull up a square. I'm gonna get to the tip in a moment. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this as fast as I can. And you hear, why is it that every time I start filming, someone has to start making noise outside? Lordy. But you know what? It's kind of nice though that you hear commotions outside. It means that, you know, the world is alive. All right. So I took this square, right? I went to the fill section and hit print, and then I chose the pattern and uploaded the pattern here. See how it gives it a seamless full pattern? Okay, well, sometimes in different shapes, it won't give you the full pattern. But you're like, well, so then how do I fix it? Okay, good question. You go back to the little square where I told you where you can change the colors, right? It allows you to edit the pattern. So you're going to go here to pattern, and you can change the scale, make it bigger, smaller, okay? If you make it smaller, it'll be like little tiny, let me show you. Let me see if I do it to 50. See? Now you have a whole bunch of little doggies. But if you want just one doggy, then you raise the scale. Horizontal will make it go left or right, vertical up or down. We need this guy to be in the middle of the flamingo's body. These numbers really depends on the file size and the art that you're working with. So the numbers I can't give you like an accurate number, like, oh, 50 will bring it to this point or 20 will bring it to this point. Sometimes you have to do a negative 20, let's say negative numbers. See how the negative brought it down? If I hit a positive 20, it would have brought it back up. So negative 20 brings it down a little bit. I want him to be further. So negative 30. And I'm doing it on the vertical. His face is right there. Okay, cool. I like it. See? Now, we've got a brand new flamingo who is completely different. Now, I'm going to give you another tip. So that's the pattern and color tip. I would suggest that if you really want to work on projects that are completely different from anyone else's collections, then my tip is use the pattern feature here where you can upload. How do you upload a pattern? Okay, well, you're going to come here to the left panel and click on upload. Now all of your images that you've uploaded will show up here, right? But if you want to upload a pattern, then you're going to click here on upload pattern, and then it's going to have you browse and then you upload it. I'm not going to upload anything right now though, but that's how you do it. And I highly recommend doing that because then your creative projects will truly be as unique as you are. Okay, so that is Miss Ively's little secret of how her stuff is so different from everyone else. Okay, so what if you want the top part of this little flamingo to be a different color from the bottom, like his legs? This is where you're going to use the slice tool. Slice tool will be over here on the left. Okay, you cannot have more than 2 images selected to do a slice. Now I'm gonna go and take a square, right? I want the bottom half of him to be cut, so I'm gonna slice him up. So I want this part to be sliced, and this is what I'm going to do. You're going to select them both, go to the right corner here and hit slice. Okay, when you hit slice, you're gonna get the negatives, right? So you can keep this one if you want to, like if you want to experiment. So we're gonna leave that one side, and you have that one. Now I want him to be together again, so I'm not gonna remove the original slice part, okay? But let me just show you, just for the sake of this video. Boom, he's been sliced, okay? So I'm gonna undo that, okay? All right, so I want this to get back together, so this is what I'm going to do. I want this pattern to be different. I decided that he needs to be polka dot, so I'm going to go back to the little square and go to filter, my patterns, because I want my patterns. I don't want the Cricut showing up on here. And I'm going to click on pink because I want that polka dot one. Where's that cute little polka dot? Where are you? Come here. Oh, I'm going to take you instead. I love my patterns. I have such great patterns. Look how cute. I'm going to take them and I'm going to attach and flatten. Remember the flatten. See how now it becomes one? Always make sure to look on your right panel to make sure that your image, if you want to print the outline, the complete outline as one little image, as I have done with this little girl, right? Make sure you attach and flatten. But before you attach and flatten, every element, every different part of the image has to be under print. If you put it on cut, it just messes it up. It goes bonkers. All right, so now this will be cut as one image. So I'm going to delete this one because we don't need the leg on that one. And we are going to do what? Yes, in keeping with the theme of printing on a specific workspace, I'm going to create my box, 6.75 in width, 9.25 in height. I'm going to arrange it, send it to back, and now I'm going to see how many of you are way too big. I'm going to make you 3.5 inches in height. And he's such adorable. How cute you are. And then I'm going to... Oh, did you know that you can flip them? So they're looking at each other because they're so in love. So you go over here and it says flip. Flip horizontal. Boom. Hi. I didn't know you were behind me. How are you? Ha 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 ha. And then let's put this guy in here. And we're going to make him, he's a size 3. We're going to make him into 2 inches. Pattern him up right here. Pattern him up right here. Remember, ladies, this box here will fill up on your 8.5 by 11 sheet, so you're not wasting too much paper. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my other tip about choosing pattern versus color. This is how you can manipulate any kind of image that Cricut has. So if you have any more questions on that, please share in the comments below. I'm sure many of you already know how to use a Cricut, but there are little bits and pieces here. Every now and then I'll share something else regarding the printing process. So yeah, if you have any questions, please share in the comments below. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would love to have you as part of the Ively family. And for all of you who are already subscribing and sharing in your comments, thank you so much because I love that you're here with me. All right, ladies, take care. Bye.